it, see, it is saying that stop recording. So your session is being recorded. But I don't know while saving, right? If suppose this one is done and I want to save it, once again, see if I did do a start recording. Okay,
Okay.
fine. So I was talking about that string class. Strings. So I'll just show you one example why it is like that. String example. So I have written a string as string str equals to fuzzy, and there are several methods you might have heard about this string and all, right? So I'll
Yes.
do concat, and then I'll say hello. So concat, you know what does it do?
Yeah, it adds at the end fussy hello. Now it will print fussy space hello.
What it will print?
Fussy without space, I think.
Yeah,
Without space hello. Fussy hello.
but it will not print hello. It will print only fuzzy. What is the problem then? It's not the problem. It's immutability. It's string immutability. What we are talking about. The thing is, when you initialize it or when you declare a string in Java,
Mm-hmm.
what it does, with a string I have created one and put at a value as Safi. How can I draw something here in this? I want to draw, I just want to let you know.
Oh,
Keyboard and mouse. Can I draw something somewhere? I mean, is there a. Here it is. Then, but where to draw? Where to draw? You are able to see this one?
yes.
Okay. How to erase all drawings? Okay. Okay. So, what happens exactly is that you will have a string pool. This is called a string pool, SP. Okay.
Okay.
Now, inside that, there will be like this columns. I mean, like this it will be, and this will be the variable name. Okay, variable name, and this will be the value. Okay, I don't know, this is very difficult to write like this. So this fuzzy whatever you have created, right, it will go here in this column, and this str. Okay, so this str will be created somewhere in the memory. This will be str, and there will be one reference. Okay, suppose reference 1. This reference 1 will be here. So this string pool, this never gets cleared. I mean, till now, till the time the JVM runs. Once JVM ups, once you start running your program, so whatever the string declaration, so str1 you have different, it will create one reference, and that reference will refer to that value. Okay. Now next time if you do str.concat, so what you are doing, you are telling that whatever that this reference is value holding the value, go and change it, go make it fuzzy and append that hello to that. So you are telling them to make it like this, correct?
Yes.
But it is not happening because JVM has made it like that. Once this reference will never change. I mean, whatever this ref1 is telling to this fuzzy, it will never change to fuzzy hello. It cannot be deleted. Once it is assigned, it will assign forever until unless you restart the Java process or JVM. So what exactly does happens? I mean, 1 second. So the thing is, I'll suppose what I am doing is I'll write string str1 str1 equal to, again I will write the same word. Now the advantage of this is that it will not create two objects. Okay, So now it's like this will be str1 str, and this will be str1. This will have reference 1, this will have reference 2. Okay,
True.
now in that string pool table we have like this. So that Farsi word, this R1 and this R2, both will point to that only. Okay, so this
So it
R1 and R2.
recognizes the string.
Huh?
It recognizes the string value actually,
Yes,
and
yes,
based on that, it creates references.
yes. So this str1 and str2, we might be thinking it's two different instances. Yeah, it's two instances is there, but both the reference, it's not we call instance here, reference. Both are referring to the same this one, same
Okay.
value. Okay, same value. So actually to reserve the space, so suppose you have 20 strings and 20 variables you are defining, and all are containing the same value. Suppose date is there, okay, order date, purchase date, delivery date, and all dates are same, okay, and you are putting inside a string. So all these referrals will point to the same string. It will save the space, that duplicating the work. There is one reason, this one, and second one is the security. Now security is what I told you, that once that value is get assigned, like if you once you declare r1 is Farsi, then you can't change that value. Okay,
Okay.
so why it is like that? The most of the strings or most of the value, what we do, we transfer across the networks, from one network to another network, from here to another, or one application to another application. So for security reasons, suppose I'm sending a database connection pool string to one of the application, that okay, you connect to this particular database and fetch the details. So that will be kind of a string only. What if someone tries to change it? They won't be able to change it, because it's a constant, right? They can't change the value inside that once assigned.
Okay. That's for security.
Yeah, that's for security. So they are most of the reason, like these two common reasons why they made string as a string pool constant.
One is security, the other one?
Other one is this space consumption. Space,
Okay. Okay, got it.
it will consume lesser space, right? Just I told you, no, str and str1
Okay,
both
yeah,
will be
yeah.
pointing to that value only. So it's not duplicating the work. It's not like creating Farsi again. 20 times if you're writing, 20 times it will create. So suppose one other application also using this Farsi string only, they will point it to it this only. It will not create their own.
Okay.
Fine, no?
Yeah, got it.
So I'll show you then how we can change this. We cannot change this one. So now see now it will change. So what I did is string str equals to Farsi added, and then I am doing str equal to str dot concat. Now if you see, now it will change. Now the question is why. Now see Farsi hello it is presenting. What difference it is made?
We
Okay.
are assigning str
Yes.
a
It is
value
creating
by
one more
changing
string.
itself.
Now if you see the internal, how internally it would have done is like this. This is my string pool, and first it has created that your Farsi, okay, and that was the reference one. Now we have created another reference, and this will cop like that Farsi hello world. So now this one is lost. Now this one, this reference is lost, but that will be still in memory. That did not get clear. Rather, it has created one more. So whatever we were there, right, initially, we had right like this str, and that was r1. Okay. Now what I
Hmm.
did, I told okay, now you concatenate this one and put into the str again. So what it will do, the second step, we'll do this str, it will remain same only, but it will refer to different instance. And now that different instance will be this one. It will not change that one then also. It is creating another instance of that and assigning into the this one, the reference.
Okay, got it.
Got it right?
Yes.
So this is the internal how it works, the string. So the difference with there are many string classes like string builder, string what is that name? String builder, and one more is there. Forgetting the name.
Mhm. I don't know.
1 second. Uh, there is one string, one is string builder. 1 second. I don't know what is that. Yeah, string buffer and a string builder.
Okay.
So
String
there are
buffer.
three ways in which you can create a string. Now what are the differences is that you can put a string s1 equal to this. This is another way, but creating the same thing only, equal to new of string. These two are same only pretty much. Okay, there is no difference between this and this. Either you can create like this or you can create like this using the new operator. Okay, so
Okay.
the only difference is that this one creates the object one. Now if I see what will be the difference between this and this, so
For the second one, else will be printed definitely.
yeah, that's why I'm writing.
Mhm.
What is the reason?
The reason is that we're creating two different objects and they refer to different memory locations.
Okay.
In the above one, the references are different, but like you said in the string pool, hello and hello points to the same thing. So
Yes.
that should be equal.
Yes, correct. So, but how can we check the equality in this case then? If we want
Uh,
to
a
have some, we should have
string
something, right?
dot value
Yes.
something we have a
Yeah.
method I think
Dot equals. There is
dot equals.
equals. There's two things: dot equals and dot equal ignore case. Now, suppose you want to,
Yes, dot
you are not like
equal.
dependent on
Yeah.
hello, it's to be capital or small. You put
Yeah.
that equals. If you want to check with
Ignore case.
this one, then you put it this. So now it should print that one. You got the difference, right?
Yes.
So this is only the difference between typing like this, I mean initializing a string like this and like this. There is no other difference. Okay.
Okay,
So
got it.
this is one technique to do that. Now there are several other classes are there. I told you string buffer. using this also you can do that. And there is string builder. Now using all four techniques we can create a string. What will be the difference? Now as I told you, these two are the same thing except that creating the instance and that one. So these two are immutable. If you write like this, both are
Okay.
immutable, but these two classes are not immutable.
Okay.
So in case of this one, if I do like this only, s3 dot concat, this there is no concat like that, we write it as append
Happen.
world, and
Okay. And then
if I print s3, it will print me hello world.
hello world.
Okay, same thing, this is also immutable. Sorry, this is
Mutable.
also like this only, I mean string buffer only, I mean this also will be. So this you print this will also print the say hello world only. This also hello
Okay,
world.
but
Yeah.
what is the difference between string buffer and string builder, and when
Why
should
they
we
made it
use
like this? The reason is, one second, let me check whether the source is opening. Okay, fine. There's a technique you can see how these classes are made. Okay, you press
Okay.
control and you just hover your mouse to that, it will show
Okay.
you the string class, whatever the Java has written. So this is the
Okay.
Java class, dot class file if you see the extension here. So I can
Yeah.
open that class, I can see what exactly inside this and what exactly inside buffer and builder. The thing is string buffer is synchronized and string builder is non-synchronized. The methods of string builder are not synchronized, but the string builder's methods are synchronized. What do we mean that? What do we mean by synchronized and non-synchronized? See, when you are working in multi-threaded applications where all the applications are using your string, suppose as I told you, this is not immutable, that means you can change the value inside that. If you once
Yeah.
assign it, it is not going to a string pool, these are not going to the string pool, these are going to the heap memory, where you can easily go and change that hello to world or world to hello. It's not like constant pool. So suppose one application is trying to change this world to hello your name or something else, and one string is trying to read it. Okay, so one thread has come and trying to change this world, and another thread has come trying to read this. So before changing, if it reads, okay, it will read world only, it will not read the latest value, correct?
Okay.
So in that case, what will happen is that you will end up with the wrong value. Suppose I want to read the value of S3. Okay. Now, as soon as I went to read the S3, some thread has come and it said, oh, it should not be hello world, it should be hello Farsi. And that thread, whoever see, there will be one update thread, suppose like that, update thread, and one is read thread. So update thread has come and it is changing world to your name, and now before it updates this value, okay, this guy has come and read that as world only. So this guy end up with wrong value, it should have taken this value Farsi, correct?
Okay.
So what if I want to make sure that if this update guy is updating the value, you are not supposed to read that value.
So is synchronization means thread lock?
Yes, synchronization means it's locking. It's locking that class, it's locking that method, and once it is locking, till the time this guy updates that value, this guy will
Updates.
not be able to read it. So that
Okay.
facility is provided by the string buffer classes. So whatever the methods are there like append, get, and whatever, all will be synchronized. So we'll go to this string buffer class and we'll search for that append. See, if you see synchronized, all methods, insert capacity, trim to size, etc. See, all are synchronized. Now this synchronized means it happens like the append is there, right? What I was doing. So once
Okay.
one thread goes inside this appending, another thread will be waiting. Once you append and finish it, then only I will go and get that value, or I will try to append it, or I will try to update it. Got it, right?
Yeah.
But in string builder, there is nothing like that. If you don't want in multi-environment, you know that it's not a multi-environment thread, then see all are append, all these things, nothing, no, none of this are synchronized.
But is there any advantage of string builder over string buffer, or
Not
is it
about
just
advantages, it's about the usage. Suppose, yeah, there is one problem comes with this string buffer, that is synchronization. It's a problem. This is performance problem. See, multi-threaded application is built just because to process the things at multi processing kind of. One guy is working, one guy is doing that one, this one. And what if you block it? I mean, blocking means locking means what? One guy is updating, another guy will be waiting. So what is the use of
waiting?
multi-threading? Using multi-threading, right?
Yeah.
So every synchronization, every locking comes with a cost, and you have to pay price for it. That is because of the performance. But if it is, that is called the critical sections. So if something is required to be meant to be uh, kept synchronized, I mean logged, that okay, it should not end up with unstable values, you have to use the synchronization. So before you use this string buffer, okay, string buffer classes, be 100% sure that it is totally worth it, and it's totally required to make it synchronized and make it stable. Okay, don't just blindly use buffer or builder or string. There should be,
Oh,
yeah, there should be some reason behind it why you are using string builder, string buffer, and this. So the thumbs rule is that if your strings, you are using it for multi-threaded application, use string buffer. If you are using for non-multi-threaded application, use string builder. And if you are using for general purpose like local variables and all these things, use it string literals. That is called a string
that's
literals.
string
Okay.
literals.
So these three things are there in string. Uh, I don't think there is much program required to do this. There are many methods are there inside that. Suppose you want to, I'll just show you one program. Generally, suppose you have a string, you might have done something like that. There are other advantages also with this string and string builder and string buffer. Suppose you want to reverse this ABCD to DCBA. Okay,
Okay.
how you will do that? How you will do this program? What
Um,
logic you will write?
Either manually, I don't know. Let's see. I think there are built-in methods,
But
string dot
in
reverse or
string, there
something.
are no built-in methods to reverse that.
There are no.
No,
There are none.
no. But in case of
Okay.
a string buffer and a string builder, there are. So if I do a string dot reverse, there is no reverse if you see.
Okay.
But if I write
String dot. Okay.
see,
Okay.
it has. So if you are using many utilities methods, okay, like reverse or replace is there also, trim, there are many things are there. You
Okay.
can use it. So if you see, apart from this multi-threaded thing, right, what is difference between a string and a string buffer or builder is that a string buffer and builder has many built-in methods which you can use it instead of writing. Now for same thing you have to write it here many code to reverse this string, right? You have to, You have to define one variable as a string variable. You have to loop through it. What I am doing is that I am going from this
3 to 0.
I length. I mean going till here. This will give
Yeah.
length, and then I'm telling okay, you check for the condition once I reach to 0 and decrement one by
Mm.
one. Now what exactly I will be doing is I will be writing like a string reverse equal to string reverse plus whatever my string is there, string dot caret. There is a caret method which will give you the value at some index. So if you see initially what will the value of
Okay.
I,
Got it.
this will be the, see the thing is a string's position starts with 0 not 1. So the position of A will be 0
Yeah.
1 2
0,
3.
1, 2.
But if you see the length will be 4. The length is
Length
nothing
is
but the number
4.
of strings.
Yeah.
If I put I equals to 4, then it will create me the problem because there is no value at fifth position, because 0 1 2 3 4 means this
Yeah.
one. There is no value, so I decremented by
It
1.
is
So now
5.
I'm pointing to the this value, and then I'm pointing telling okay this one. So char at, now this char at method will give me the character at this position, that is the D. So that D, now initial this is blank, right?
Got it.
So put ID here.
Yeah.
Next it will be decremented by 1, that is I minus minus. Now this is C. So D was already there, it will put C, then
So
B.
it goes from the third, second,
Yeah,
first, and zeroth index,
yeah.
printing D, C, B. Got it.
Okay. So okay,
Okay.
I will printing this one. I should print reverse string. So now it should print me DCBA.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
there are many techniques you can use, whether this string is palindrome or not, and how things are. But there is two main thing what you will be needing most in real time application is that splitting the strings. Suppose you are reading a file and you are you need to split it like this. Suppose you read a line. Uh, okay. So I have a string, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
our requirement is to split every string by the space, okay. Wherever this space is there,
So we can, in this case, we have 3 question marks, 2 question marks. So
yeah,
we can put
question
a
mark.
question mark at the
Yeah,
end. And
suppose they ask you to based on space you split. Okay, maybe this if you question mark, then this will be again one word. If you put this one, then again this will be a word. This again it will be a word. Okay. So
yeah.
your requirement is that you need to split the string as some value, or you are reading from a file where you have many what I say many names. If I remove this comma or question mark, so the thing is how we can achieve this one. I mean, how if I want to get all these, someone ask me, tell me the number of words is there, or print me all the words that are there in that string. You read a line from a file, or someone sent you this. and they ask you extract all this information, like how many hello is there. Suppose I have printed here also hello, then here also in a small letter also. Okay,
Yeah.
so first I have to parse it. I have to split these strings by a space. Okay.
By
Yeah, it could be like you can do like this also. If you know, all these things will be, this is called a separator or delimiter. There are two
yeah,
words which is used for this. One is called delimiter or
separator.
separator. So this delimiter or separator, it can be comma, question mark, hyphen, or a space, okay, or slash n, that is the next line.
Yeah.
I mean, semicolon. Okay, I mean, you can use any kind of characters, right? Even you can use a character like, okay, whatever the words, separated by the XXX, you separate that. So these things could be used as a delimiter or a bracket, parenthesis, dollar, hash, at the rate. These things could be used as a delimiter. So here I am asking you that we will be using the delimiter as space,
Space. Okay.
and I need to print each and every word and find out how many hello worlds are there. Hello world word is there. Okay. Now how we can achieve that one? So we will be doing. There are two ways in which you can do. Okay. There are two methods through which you can do. There is a string tokenizer class. Okay.
Okay.
And there is dot split method in a string. If I see string dot split,
str dot split. Oh, okay.
what is the problem? Because I have written this one, right?
Yeah.
Huh. See here. Regex it is asking for. Regex says a regular expression. I'll come to that later. How we can build a regular expression. Regular expression, right? What is that?
No.
Regular expression is like someone asks you, okay, find out the string which those string which starts with S, and then there could be any letter, then there must be one digit, then there should be a space, then there should be, the length should be 9, or it should be 0 to 9 only values. No, you need to find an expression for that. I mean, it's not constant. If I say, find out all the names, which starts with F, then starts followed by some 5 6 digit number, then again ABC or ABC, I like that. So this criteria could be satisfied by this also, right? I can put this number and then ABC, I can put this number and then something like that, correct? No, so
Yeah.
we have to build an expression for that which will validate all these things. So we have to build a regular expression. I will come to that later. That is advanced Java part. So anyhow, currently here, how we can do that is using string tokenizer, as I told you. First I will show you that. So string tokenizer st equal to new string tokenizer, and here you have to provide that string
Okay.
and then the delimiter. So what I did here, I passed this string str, correct, and then
Yeah.
comma, I put a space. So this is nothing but my delimiter. If there would have
Okay.
been this comma 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 like this, I would
You can
have
put
provided
comma.
like this, this one. You
Okay.
are understanding, right?
Yes.
Okay, so currently this is by a space. So now what it will do is that this class, and it will divide those strings by their spaces. It will find wherever this space is there, it will put that string inside a wrapper. Now how to iterate with those values? So we will use while loop, for loop, you know.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so this st dot
Dot.
has, there are two methods, more tokens. It will check whether it has more tokens or not. I mean, it will keep on checking. Tokens is what is token? This is one token, this is
One
the
token,
token, this is
second
one
token.
token.
Yeah.
So whatever it has separated by a space, right, it is calling as the
Space
token.
token.
So it will start from here. It will check whether it has next token. Yes, so it will go inside the loop. So loop will run till it reaches to this problem. Okay, once it reaches,
Okay.
it will say there is no more next has more tokens. It will come out of the for loop and it will exit. Okay,
Okay.
so we will first print this. We'll call it at token and we will print that st dot next token. This is how we print it. So now if we print it, it should print one by one. Let me know hello if you have any problem, something like that. Correct, no?
Yes.
See,
And instead of those, yeah,
see.
instead of that space we have in the string tokenizer, after str comma, we give space. The token is space.
Yeah,
I mean the delimiter,
delimiter
sorry, the
is space.
delimiter.
Yeah,
If the delimiter we write HELLO, what will happen?
delimiter, no, delimiter should be, I told you, right? It should be character. You cannot put as a string. Anyway,
It
we
cannot
can
be a
see
string.
once. See, if you go through here, all the constructor will be there. See, just 1 second.
Delimiters can be character, but they cannot be a string.
That's what I just let me confirm. As far as I know, it should not be. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, we can check this. See, here it is a string tokenizer, the string we are passing, a string as a delimiter. So yes, it
Okay.
can be. Okay.
Okay.
So we can do this. We can write it as you told, right? See, string and string delim. So delimiter is type of string, not character. Okay.
Okay.
So what you said, right? Here we can put it as a hello. So let me do that also. See.
Oh, but it is doing something. Fussy edge.
See, it has delimited by this. Hello here is there. Next hello is here.
Okay. But why is it splitting into so many little tokens?
Characters,
It should
right?
have.
Characters. Construct a string tokenizer for the specified. The characters in the delim argument are the delimiter for the separating tokens. Now the question is here. That's why I was telling this. Actually,
Oh,
the thing what it happens, right? It will take all the characters. It will not go by the word. That's why I was telling that it will, maybe the
oh,
type is a string.
okay.
But even if you provide as a string, it will take as a characters. So wherever it will find like H or E, okay.
It will be right.
So it is taking like H also as a delimiter, E also, or L also, or L also, or O. So even if
Got it.
it find here, you see, it found this H here. So it thought, okay, this is my delimiter. If it finds this L learning, okay, so it has split this guy as a this one. This O as, so O, U it has printed. See here, U it has printed,
Yeah,
U it has
got
printed.
it. Got it.
Got it right?
Yeah,
So,
got it.
so generally we use that character only to separate that using the delimiter. And 90% or 99% time, you will be having that only. Suppose if you want to use search by hello, right? So if you ask me though, what is the criteria, then you can do using like that. I told you that regex str dot split. So here, so this will return some string array. It will return. Come to that. Okay, the value we have to print.
By looping only.
Sorry.
By looping only we can print.
This one. String duplicate loop.
Oh, we already have ST.
See here. Now if you see, it has split by hello.
Yeah.
See, it has hello it did, and it removed that one. Till there it has taken hello, how you are learning. Then again it is seeing that hello has come. So this will be using a delimiter. Then again see things properly. Then again let me know. Then again hello, and then if you are any, and then problem.
Yeah.
This is right?
Yes. Investing.
Because why it is right is that if you see here dot split method, it takes the regex regular expression. So whatever I had written, that is nothing but a kind of regular expression only. I am telling it go for all these hello world only.
Okay.
Okay, suppose if I would have told him, okay, you go for uh, like this hello, and then no, go for 0 to 9 numbers only. So it will be like 1 0 2, sorry 1, something like that. So wherever it will now find the number, so see here hello is there with number again. So it is
Yeah.
like hello and then some number 0 to 9. This will satisfy the condition. But if I put it here hello, it will not take this one. It will not consider this as a delimiter. Okay, this will consider as delimiter, this will be considered as delimiter. Again this will not be considered as delimiter, and this will be again considered as a delimiter. Okay, so if we see run, see here, see
Yeah.
hi Fasi, how are you doing, and hello they have considered, they didn't consider as a delimiter. Why? You know
Because
why?
we specified
Because I said let it be hello,
hello should be
plus after
followed
that
by some
put
number.
either 1 0 to any number. Okay,
Okay.
same thing I can put is as there is a you need to learn the regular expression. You can put this space. This means either one space or many spaces. It can be. So you can put all these things. I'll tell you about the regular expression later. This is very useful thing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got it that right? Regular expression and delimiter.
Yes.
Okay, so this delimiter we had used as a space, and we have got this, and hello count as 0. So we need to find out how many hellos are there, right?
Yeah.
So
How
remove
many hellos?
hello world are there.
Okay.
Hello world.
Okay.
I need to count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
6.
So total 6 numbers should come. So I have put a count like hello count, and then
Now we need an if to compare the token.
yeah. So st dot next token dot equal ignore case, and I'll put simply hello.
Hello.
As I put if that is there, then hello count plus plus. That's it. Okay.
Finally, total number of hello equal to 6.
Are you following, right?
Yes.
So what I'm doing here, whatever the next token I'll get it, I will check with this hello world, and if that
Yeah.
is there, then this one. See, either you can put this bracket also, but if the only one statement is there,
Yeah.
even if you don't put this line gets considered for that condition only. So if you
Yes.
write like this or you write like this, both will be same only. But if you again write hello here, this one, this is not inside if.
That will not work. That
Okay,
is
this is
outside
not
if.
inside
Yeah.
if. So if we print it, it will print 6. Fine, no?
Yeah. Correct.
So this is how you can extract the information from a string, and this is quite handy, this string tokenizer. And same thing you can achieve using this split. uh, Same thing. See, there is a split method. String. See, my string was str, right? So we'll do that split, and instead of regex we'll put a space. So what it will do is that it will create an array. Okay. It will create an array. This array, right? This array will
Yeah.
be holding the position like hello, Farsi, how are you, something like that, and it will separate by a space. Suppose it would have been here comma, we could have given here comma, same as this one. Okay,
Yes.
so this is now my string, and I can print it just by using, for each loop.
Yeah. For some string ABC in, uh, now we give SPL,
Hmm.
string token colon SPL.
L. That's all, right?
Yeah. Same.
So same thing here also we will check it. So if uh, token dot equals ignore case is hello.
Then we need another variable to count. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
both will be 6 only. Fine.
Mm. Yeah.
So these are the two ways, or using regular special also you can find out the pattern, and all these classes are there. We'll cover it later. So I mean this is pretty much about the string. If you just go through several programs, I'll ask you to write uh, what I say, find the character frequency. I'll just in chat I'll send you. Find the frequency of characters in a string. So character frequency means like this one. Suppose someone has provided you this word, you need to find out how many L is there, how many E is there, how many A is there, how many R is there. You need to count that one. Okay. So how you
Okay.
can get the character is by using dot caret method. Dot caret. Suppose someone asks you what is the value at fifth position. Okay. So you can simply print as this str dot,
Str dot char
and then you provide the index. So 0 1 2 3 4. So if you put it 4, it should print me O. See, O, it has printed this one. Okay,
Okay.
and then I can check it. I mean whether O, if O is there, then increase the index for O is as 1 and 2. So O has occurred this many times, this one has occurred this many times. You try to write that. Okay,
So
be it lengthy, be
yeah,
it
but for 36 characters, I need 36 if
26.
statements.
26.
Sorry, wait, 26.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
forgetting the
that's the
basics.
you just find out. I mean, you try to come with the concept how you can achieve that. I'll tell you later
Okay.
how you can do that. Okay, there are
Okay.
many ways using the generic collections which Java provides. You might have heard about a hash map. I'll tell you later. Using the hash map, it's very easy to write that program. But without hash map, how you will write it? You try it
Okay.
anyways, no problem. Okay. Uh, okay.
Okay.
For
Sure.
this string, write this program, and there are I'll send you a few more. I'll mail you this
Okay.
few more programs what you can practice in string. Uh,
Okay. Sure.
After that, we will be covering this. what I was wanted to this part is left in this core Java. This abstract interface is done. This static keywords and all, you know, right? I mean, how we can use the static keyword,
Yes.
final keyword. What are the advantages, disadvantages? Why do we use it? So the thing is, why it is okay. So there are many keywords are there. Final. One is static. One is okay. We'll do one thing. We'll go for static first. So static keywords, you know, these are called the class level variables. If you if you see that main method, which is a special kind of method, which is a type of static method. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, why we write is a static is the reason that we want to make this as a class level. Okay. Suppose I have one more class here. I write it like a calculator. Okay. Now this has a method. This has a method add, and it will return me x plus y, the value, whatever the value it gets, it returns with the this one. And this is my main method. Okay, you following, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I want to use this add method. Someone has provided me two numbers, a as 10, b as 20, and I want to add this using that method. What generally we will do? We will write this calculator cal equals to new
New
calculator,
calculator,
correct?
then
And this will come,
cl dot method, and then a comma b.
correct. This
Yeah.
may return me some value, so I'll directly
So we
print it
should be in system.
instead of taking in some variable and all this thing.
Yeah.
So it should pretty much print me 30. That is fine. What if I don't want to create the object? What if I don't want to create the object and then call that add or something?
Or you can make it static and make call by calculator dot
Yes, perfect. So we can create this directly, and
calculator dot
this
add.
will work pretty fine. So generally utility functions and all these things we write, and there is a rule that you cannot call a static method from a non-static method. This is
Non-static.
a
Yeah.
static method, so you are able to call the another static method. Okay, but if this is not there, it will prompt you error. It will say that is non-static method, cannot make a static reference to a non-static method.
Non-static.
So currently this is non-static method and this is static method, so you cannot directly call to that one. Okay,
Yeah.
so it has to be static in order to call by the directly name. So this is the
But
mostly,
non-statics can call the static method. For
yes, this
example,
is
instead
also
of main, we have
no. See,
non-static methods cannot call static methods.
I didn't get you properly. What did you say?
Instead of main, if we had another method in that same class, string
I'm writing
example
it. This one
class.
you are talking about like that. See,
No, no, not in this class. The other class.
haha. Tell me.
No, just a simple question. In the other class, if we write another method in below main or above main, something same similar method which calls the same thing, calculator dot add.
Okay.
So it should work, right? even if it is
You
not
are telling
static.
non-static can call to static.
Yeah,
No, that also cannot happen. See, the thing is the static reference means it's using a class reference, right? So
yeah,
I'll just you the demo for that. So suppose you have written a public void call one.
cool.
This is my non-static method.
Okay,
Okay, and I'll write call two. This is public static, right? This is non-static.
yeah,
Okay, so I am calling this call one. I am calling. You know, this is a shortcut to call that instead of string
yeah,
example
got it.
st equal to new of this,
New,
and then
then st dot,
you call it, right? So instead of that, you could have written in one line.
yeah,
Okay, this one and new of this line is same. Both are same. This one and this one.
yeah,
Okay, so I've commented out. So this new line, this one, will call my this method, and I want to call this, right? Okay, so what is happening here is static method is calling using an object. So this guy will be getting called. Okay, so call one is calling, getting called, and then call two is calling. Okay, okay, yeah, this can happen because yeah, there is a reason behind this. Yeah, I'll explain you what why this will work. Why it is working? The thing is non-static, static variables or methods, right? It can be accessed using object also and as well as class as well, but
classes.
there will be a difference here, and that is a in case of method it will not be difference, but same thing does not apply to variable. I'll tell you what is that. Suppose this is your class, right? String example, you write one int static int x equals to 10. First I will not write a static if suppose this variable is not static. Okay, and string example s1 equals to new string example, and then s1 dot x equal to 20. I did first I will print s1 dot x. So what it should print me?
S1 dot x should print 10.
10, right? Then
Yeah,
what I did,
s1 dot x equal to 20.
so
So
what
now
it
it should
should print
print
now?
20.
20, correct?
Yeah,
It is fine. So it will print 10 and 20. I will make it static. Okay, so what exactly is happening here is that you can now, even if you create one more variable, that is fine for one variable, but even if you create this one string example,
now it makes a difference. For this example, it doesn't make any difference
yeah,
because it's
see, the
static.
thing is this what we call this string this static, right? It's a class level variable. It does not depend on your what I say your variable, your instance. So if you print it here, You might be the value of this x might have changed, but it's not.
It will be 10,
It should be
but
10.
it's showing 20.
1 second. Am I doing something wrong? This is static.
Oh, because it is static, the changes are reflected. I think if it is not static,
Right. Yeah, that's what we wanted to see. Correct. So it should have been 10. As per, see, I am not changing for this S2 guy.
yeah, as
Okay.
to
But if I
even though
remove
we
this
have
one,
an
you will see the difference. Yeah, correct.
it's different.
See,
Yeah,
10.
10, 20, 20.
So that's what I was telling to. I mean, just thought in opposite way. So the
Yeah,
problem what is happening is that it's irrelevant that you are putting this S1. Okay, it's just like you are making this one.
even though we have new objects, but they're pointing to the same
Currently
variable.
static. That's why. So it's just like putting a class level variable only. Be it you write S1, S2, it doesn't matter only. Okay.
Yeah,
So that's the main difference of static variable. You got it right?
yeah,
So static is there. Then there is one more thing, that is the final method is there. Uh, Final is generally used for a constant values. Suppose you want to put a value as final int x10. Okay. Now you create a class. st dot x equal to, if you make like this, it will prompt you an error. Once it is done, it cannot be changed.
yeah,
Okay. So generally we use final variable for this. And there is one more thing. All the values of instance variables, these are called the instance variables. If I don't declare anything, by default the value of integer is 0.
yeah.
The value of boolean is false. Suppose these value are there, right? And if I print it, uh, st dot x, I didn't provide anything, right?
Yeah.
St dot is value, it will print some default values, that is
0,
0 and
false.
false. All these instance variable, you don't have to assign the value, you don't have to declare the value. But if I write here, same thing I write here, and if you try to print it, it will tell me no, you cannot do that. See, it is telling me something. Local
Uninitialized,
variable
uninitialized.
may not have been initialized. So you have to initialize the value. So if the value is in local instance variable, that means in the class level, you don't have to declare the values. It can be taken as default values. But in this case, you have to provide the values. Okay.
Yeah,
Why it is like that? Because in class level, right, there could be many variables whose value I don't want. I mean, I have written, but later on I can use or I cannot use it. But if you are writing a local variables, that means you are going to use it. That's why you have created. Otherwise, there is no sense in it. Just like I will write it like this one.
the other reason can be that class variables may be used by other methods also, not just main. So it's not necessary that they are initialized only in main. They can be
Correct. Yes,
initialized in
yes.
any other methods.
Yeah. So it's like phone one. So if I am creating this object, There could be, I have only these three details, I don't want this detail to fill, I don't have second phone number, I can leave it blank. But in main method or in some method, why will I write this one if I don't need it? Correct? Nobody
Yeah.
is forcing me to write like this, all these things, right?
Yeah.
So that is a kind of reason for this. This one is there. Maybe in next class we will be covering two, three more things. That is main thing is this polymorphism, which is very interesting. This one, then exception handling, okay, and
Okay.
inheritance. These three things, once we cover it, right, then we will be able to write most of the core Java program. Then we will go for directly for multi-threading, because that will take a lot of time, and then file operations, IO operations, right? How to read, write files.
Yeah.
Okay,
That is.
so we will be. I today it got bit late also. So next tomorrow, what time you will be available?
Uh, uh, I will be available early also if you can start, but I'm fasting. This is Ramadan, so still
Okay.
I can be available. It doesn't matter.
What
Do you work after teaching me? Do you work or you have to go somewhere?
Yeah, yeah. I work. I go out. Yeah, office.
Oh, okay.
So
So
what exactly time? What time you will be available? You tell me. I'll just Indian time.
Indian time, I will be available. It's 7, right? I can be available at 6 also if you want, if you wake up, but
It's
that's okay.
morning.
No, I'm just kidding. Just telling you my availability. I'm available that time, and I have to work here from morning 9 to evening 5. I work here, so I won't be available for that time.
So what about okay, tomorrow 8 o'clock morning, 9 o'clock morning, you will be available?
Yeah, your Indian time, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Indian time only. Indian
Yeah.
time 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
8:30 is 9, 10 here. So basically, right now it's what time is it? 8. Your time is 8:10 right now.
It's 9:11 here.
9:11.
Yeah,
Oh,
morning.
9,
No, currently at this
9:30.
time, will
Oh,
you be available tomorrow at this time
yeah, I will. Yeah, I will be available.
and before
No
half an
problem.
hour to this right now?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, I can be.
Okay, so tomorrow then 8:30 Indian Standard Time, IST. Okay.
So that's 10 p.m. here. Okay.
Oh, it will be too late or what? How is it?
No, it's okay. I can manage. Not a problem.
Okay, okay. I'll try to make it. If you want, I'll try to make it 8 o'clock also, if that is fine for you. Just,
No, with your comfort. Anyhow, I don't sleep till 12 or 1
oh,
every day.
then it's
So
perfectly fine, right? Then you can work.
yeah.
Then tomorrow 8:30 will start. I'll just create one inheritance. I'll just give you one example just so that you can just go through. Okay.
Okay, one more thing. Can we start late on Wednesday and Thursday because I have to go to class on those 2 days.
Today is Monday, right?
So
Wednesday, Thursday.
no,
Your Wednesday will be
Wednesday and
my
Thursday here this time. So that is Thursday and Friday for you. Thursday and Friday
no,
morning.
Thursday and Friday for me, right? What time it is?
Yeah. Uh, what time? Right now it's 9:12, right?
Hmm.
So you can start at 8:30 or 9 if you can
Yeah, no problem.
on those 2 days only.
Okay. You just ping me on WhatsApp, okay? What exactly
Yeah.
time I will be, so I can come and
And
continue.
if you want to start early, you can also text me just like 10-15 minutes early. If you can text, I'll get ready.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so before I wind up, I'll just give you one example of inheritance. And
Okay.
once I reach to office, I'll send you a mail of all these questions, strings, what you need to go through. Okay.
Okay.
See, so the inheritance is just like you're inheriting some property of some class. So if we say, uh, why do we use inheritance? Mostly, they are something that you want to inherit some properties something from. Okay, so if I give you an example of inheritance, uh, class at, or I will say employee. छोड़ दे लीजिए. Okay, I have a class employee, uh, and employee has, employee name,
Name,
correct?
employee number, some common things.
uh,
Employee name, employee number,
Number and
and
role, right?
employee position or role, whatever. Yeah.
Now string name, employee number, and role and address and all these things will be there. Now the thing is, a manager can also be an employee, and an associate can also be an employee, but the roles are different. Okay, right?
Yeah.
So these
But
two things will be common across all those classes which it will be using. Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
so this employee name and employee number, whether it's a be it manager or HR or any kind of you know I'll define one method also, public void display role. I'll make it abstract class, public void display role. I think you might have gone through the this one,
Yeah. I practiced it,
abstract.
but
So
still
I've
I
defined
don't
one method
remember
as abstract.
exactly.
Yeah, I've defined one method as abstract.
I depend on Eclipse to see what the error is, and then I correct it.
Oh, good. So employee, I've written employee name, employee number, and display roles, display details with role. Okay. Now employee name and number will be common across everything, but this guy will be differ to everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what I will be doing, suppose I'm writing a class for HR. So I'll write HR extends employee.
Employee.
Okay. Now this guy will have to override that method because I made it as a compulsory.
Abstract.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will display. Correct.
Yeah.
Then extends employee. So what exactly I'm doing, I'm telling if you're extending employee, you must inherit some property of that, and you must define these details. What is your role? Correct, no?
Yeah.
So this actually tells me that this manager is a kind of employee only. This is a type of this. Once we say extend or implement, I'm telling this is type of this is type of this. Correct, no?
Yeah.
So this is type of this. If you see employee, that means employee has all these details. They have all this facility and all this work. Whatever you can define it. So so I'll write this final inside. I will write main, and then I can create here. There are two things that polymorphism. I'll explain you. Just giving you a little bit hint so that you can at least have a little bit idea. What is happening? I am spelling wrong or what?
Yes.
Spelling I
EMPL.
made it wrong. big problem is I can write it here new of HR. I'll write that manager equals to new of manager. Here I'll write. See this, or I can write HR1. Both will be valid.
Yeah.
So I think method overriding you might have heard. I'll tell you about that in next class because that is a bit tricky. This one, whatever method overriding we are doing, this method overriding you are doing, right? Same thing.
Yeah.
So this employee HR or HR equals to new of HR. What does this mean? The instance of this class can go to employee or instance of HR can go to HR as well. This is perfectly fine, right? Perfectly valid. There is no problem. The
Yeah.
question is how we can write this one. Okay, it is just like you are calling a cow or a bull or a buffalo as an animal. Is it wrong to call a buffalo an animal? No.
No. Sorry.
I can call it as a no a specific name, or I can call it with a generic name. I can call a sparrow as a bird, or I can call a sparrow as a sparrow. So if I call it a bird, it will be like a generic name. I won't be able to what kind of bird it is until unless I go and see it. Correct? Same
Yeah.
thing here. See, I am writing HR. I am creating this HR object, and I am putting into employee object. So by seeing this, if I provide someone this one, they won't be able to tell me that whether it's a HR or it's a manager. Okay. Until and
Okay.
unless I call some method on this and what kind of method it gets called, then I only will be able to tell that. So suppose this HR has a method recruit. Now the thing is how it will differentiate is if I do here HR dot recruit, it is not coming. If you see it, I have defined one method here, correct? In HR section,
Yeah.
I have defined a method as a recruit. It should have come here, right? HR dot. See, if I do HR dot, this method is coming. Display details with role. If I am doing this, this will be perfectly fine. If I run this, it will show me what is happening.
Not find string example.
Oh yeah, got it, got it. In Java, actually, where you are writing this main method, that class has to be public. That is compulsory. And inside of one file, inside one Java file, there can be only one public class,
One
and that class name should be with
should
this
be
name.
string example.
These are the constraints. Okay. Now
Yeah.
I handle the account details and employee details. It is calling perfectly fine with that. Correct? No? It has called this
Yeah.
one using their employee object only. See here, employee. The type of HR is what? If I see here, EMP. This EMP is calling that only. But why it is not calling to this recruit?
So that employee object right now, since you're declaring it as a type employee, it can only access common things in employee as well as in HR.
Yes, yes, yes. So whatever the objects which are common in that, it will, it will display that only because employee does not know that what my child has.
Yeah.
This employee, this employee does not know whether this child has a recruit method or not. I don't know. How would I know
Yeah.
who is extending me? But this guy will be knowing that I am extending employee and they have these attributes. Okay. So that's why it is not coming. But here if you are saying that HR1 dot, if you put, recruit will be there,
Yeah, it will.
and it will call the recruit method, recruiting. Okay.
Yeah,
So this is, I mean, kind of, we use in most of the applications where we need few common things from the, see, these things you will understand properly, or the use of it only when the problem comes like that. Okay. when
yeah,
when you will be bound to use such things, like you will be having a class which will be having 3 4 methods, and you don't want to write those 3 4 methods, but you want to write some extra methods as well. You better extend that class. So obviously if you extend it, those 3 methods you are bound to write it just like that. I cannot remove this one. I
yeah,
cannot remove this. I'm bound to use this method, correct?
yeah,
Along with that I can write this one. So this flexibility it is giving you. You will extend only if you need those details. So I am seeing that, okay, I don't want to write employee ID, employee this one and all these details, again and again. So better let me write this method and then override it, and then I can write my our own, and then I can use it, correct?
yeah.
Okay, so in next class I will be covering